Destiny Rise of Iron Distant Star Weapon Review. Anyway, the Distant Star is the Year 3 Iron Banner Scout Rifle, which has proven to be one of the better ones for PvP. In fact, it might even, a lot of people say it's overpowered. And I really see it shine quite a bit, but I'm I'm used to hand cannons, and a very stable scout rifle is well, it's just that I have to get used to it. So the gameplay might be kinda iffy. Anyway, first we got the three traditional sights, the Iron Red Dot, the Iron Warrior sights, and the Iron Range Scope. You got the Hammer Forged, basically you get more range and not a lot of stability. And then you have Hand Laid Stock, which takes a small piece of range and makes the stability go off the roof. And then you have Full Auto, which is very good for the scout rifle since, like, you know the Mida multi-tool? Well, this thing is in the same archetype. The only thing is that the Mida multi-tool has that one Mida multi-tool perk, which makes it work off a hair trigger. You can probably fire pretty fast. But Full Auto, how do you call it, Distant Star, which is basically Mida multi-tool, makes it a lot better than a hair trigger. Then also we have high caliber rounds. If you like to tap that trigger, you have high caliber rounds to deal with all those snipers. Then you have what's it called, Eye of the Storm, an iffy perk, but then we have Firefly, a good perk for PvE, and I'd say that it is not half bad for PvE, not like the Mida. And if you're wondering about the light level this thing came at was 390. Finally, I got another threshold. And talking about that, I also actually got this from after playing a little bit of Iron Banner. And it just came in and dropped in with all these crazy perks and light level. And I'd say it was I was pretty lucky to get it. And I know most of you guys that use scout rifles most of the time are gonna like this one. Especially since this time around at Iron Banner, Aphrodite is finally selling a Distant Star, which is also a very good roll. It's just a smidge bit different. Like, it still has full auto and braced frame, but I think it's still high caliber rounds, it's extended mag, and Survive the Storm, it's like rangefinder, I'm not sure. But it's very similar to this roll, but I think this one is also a full-on god roll. And the Distant Star itself without the perks is okay, but it's just not as great. Like, I had to actually play with it to actually level it up to get the perks because of, well, I didn't really have any motes of light left over. So, the Distant Star right now is very good with its perks, but I don't think it's good enough to go up there without any perks and shine. Well, at least as much as it does with the perks. And I'd say this is a pretty all-around scout rifle, one of my favorite scout rifles, other than my triple tap Firefly, what is it called, Cryptic Dragon. But I'd say that Distant Star is very well for you if you know how to use most of the scout rifles in a good environment, especially since shotguns took over the scene in Destiny. And I'd say if you want to run around with the Yellowhorn or any other exotic, but you also have like your good old Mida multi-tool, this is a good compromise for that. And tips on using this weapon, this roll specifically: try not to move your aim stick much, because with braced frame, it actually makes this thing into a laser beam. There is no such thing as recoil sometimes. You just gotta be aware of flinch, aka beware of Monte Carlo. And also beware of shotguns, since this gun is not the Mida multi-tool, and I don't know, it feels like it's not that great in every situation. Probably because of the mobility is a little bit less than Mida multi-tool, so I can't back away from the shotguns. And I'd say keep your distance with your enemy, but then also have a pretty keen, I'd say, whatever. Anyway, smack that like button, hit the sub, drop the comment, and I'll see you guys later for another video on the channel. And, well, I'm out of here.